If you're considering the Medela Freestyle Hands-Free Breast Pump, then stick around, as in this Medela Freestyle review, I'll walk you through the different features of the Medela Freestyle Pump as well as the pros and cons to consider. So let's start with the features. The Medela Freestyle is a two-phased breast pump. It comes with two different modes: your stimulation, which is your short, sharp suctions that help to initiate your letdown, and then it also has your expression mode, which are the longer suctions aimed to drawing out your breast milk. It comes with 9 different suction levels, and it's a moderate to powerful wearable breast pump with a mercury of 45 millimeters. So it's not the most powerful wearable breast pump, but it's also pretty up there. Okay, so let's have a quick look. One of the main features of this is you can see that it has a touch screen. It is really easy to use. You can simply press play, pause. When you press play, you can adjust your suction levels or you can bring them down. You can also swap between your two modes. Now, there are 9 different suction levels that I mentioned and the 2 modes. One thing which you can hear automatically when I turn this on, and let me put it right up to the highest setting. This for me is a huge downside, and that is this pump is loud. It is definitely noticeable. It is not discreet in terms of noise. So that's definitely one thing to consider, and one thing that I really would wish that they would improve on. Okay, so noise aside, what I do love about this pump is your cups. Now, these cups are incredibly lightweight. They're only 76 grams per cup. Now, that is incredibly lightweight. So this is a great pump if you're somebody that struggles with the weight of the pump on your chest. Having a separate motor means that the pump itself is the cups, are really lightweight. You're not wearing all of that extra weight on your chest. So it's great for those that struggle potentially with back pain, etc. I also love on the cups that they have a flat base, so you can easily stand them up as you're removing or placing your pump. It helps with reducing any milk spillage. Again, with the cups, they are a 5 ounce, so they're not the largest capacity wise. However, they are really small in shape. You can see against my hand that they are a really discreet kind of size. I also love that they've got this teardrop shape. It makes it a little bit more natural looking than your semicircle, which you typically see with wearable breast pumps. The other great thing about these cups is they have this hard flange. So it's really easy just to clip in and out of place rather than having your silicone flanges where you have to lift the lip up and over to get your seal. This makes it a lot easier. And I love that it only has 3 parts to it. This is really great and easy for cleaning and maintaining. You're not having to spend extra time trying to pull it apart, put it back together, and fiddle with a whole pile of parts. So I love that this is only 3. One thing to possibly keep in mind is that the diaphragm is silicone. It does have a few little bits and pieces that could wear and tear a little bit easier. When we're talking about the flange, now there are no additional flange inserts for this. However, they do have your 2 different sizes for your flanges included in your pack. So you have a 21mm and a 24mm flange to choose from. There's also, being a big brand like Medela, there is really a lot of readily available flange inserts to buy extra if you need. So that is a really positive coming with a big brand. You tend to get a lot of different accessories that you can purchase separately. Okay, in terms of battery, so if we go back to your pump itself, in terms of battery life, it has 120 minutes of usage time. Now again, this is decent. It's not amazing, but it's also not bad. It's definitely a middle of the range. It's 2 hours of pumping time, so that's roughly 6 20-minute pumping sessions or 8 15-minute. So it will get you through the day. For most part-time occasional pumpers, you'll get potentially a couple of days out of this. It's got a 120-minute recharge, which is via USB, so really handy. I do love that for the flexibility and convenience of being able to charge this while you're on the go. Okay, so another downside to the pump motor itself is it's actually quite large. For a portable pump, it's small, but it's not the smallest that I've come across. The Mum Cozy V2, for instance, is almost half the size of this, half the weight. But that said, it's still easy to fit in the palm of your hand. You can place it down on the side. It does come with the lanyard, so you can easily put that around your wrist. I would like it if the lanyard was a bit longer so you could wear it around your neck, or if there was a clip to clip it into your pocket. However, it's still very portable, easy enough to take with you around your wrist, and it is still quite lightweight. It's only 278 grams, so it is quite lightweight. Now this is fantastic as a double pump. What I also love though is if you want to use this as a single pump, you can simply take your second valve at the top and push that in here. If I do it properly. That then converts this to a single pump. So if you're only wanting to pump one side at a time, you do have the flexibility with the Medela Freestyle. Overall, I think this is a great pump. One feature that I have left out, which is definitely a big advantage, is that this has Bluetooth connection and can connect to the Medela app. Now, the Medela app is really great for tracking your pumping session. So with the Bluetooth, it will, you can see your data on how long you've been pumping, what level you're on, what mode you're on, and then you can easily record and track how much milk you've had. There's the opportunity to write your left or right side, as well as include some notes, and then you can easily track your output. You cannot, however, you cannot change your settings for your pump via your app. So you will still need to use your handset to adjust your pump. You can't do this from the app, which is a little bit of a downside for me, because it would be really great if you could adjust your pump from your mobile phone, or just for that extra discretion. However, it is still quite discreet, and having that app and the tracking ability is definitely a big plus. So overall, I think this is a great pump. It's definitely a very popular pump. You're getting the Medela brand, which has been around for years and years. It's a great part-timer pump. Whether I would use, I wouldn't use this for exclusive pumping. I just feel like the battery life is not long enough. However, that said, it's a great pump for part-time pumpers. There are definitely lots of pluses, but a few things to consider, such as the noise. The capacity is not huge, and the battery life is moderate. Hope this helps. If you've got any questions, then please ask and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.